So it's been brought to my attention by a few people that I have a bit of an obsession apparently with working on these trucks. And some people would argue this is a bad obsession. So I guess I should get dressed for the situation. Though I haven't tried to stuff a four-wheel drivetrain into a Mini 1000. And also, the majority of this is my dad's collection, so it's definitely hereditary as well. So, it is a cold, rainy day in May, and it's time to start on this thing again, I guess. So the plan is we're going to tear this down over the next 3 or 4 days so we can get all the body panels and anything that we think that needs rust cleaning to take it off. And then we will soak it in a water molasses solution and let it cook all summer. So the plan would be hopefully later this fall, we'll get everything cleaned up, put into primer, and then let it sit over the winter. And then over the winter, I'll play with the engine, transmission, axles, and get the driveline sorted out. Oh, and we'll send the chassis away to get sandblasted this summer as well. So as you can see, things are coming apart fairly easy for 11-12 cab. The only problem is with these Chevys is you have flathead screws and washers. When you're trying to get these screws out, impacts don't work, so it's going to be a lot of heat, soak, and pray. or not, that fuel tank still had all kinds of fuel in it. So that might be savable. Well, we're getting down to the bare necessities. Cab floor is gone. All that's left really is the hoop and the rad and steering column. Once I get those removed, I'm going to pull all the plugs on the motor, do a compression test and see what it are, because I have no idea where it is. Give her a whirl. Keep going. She was still climbing. 114.5. 131.5. 116.5. 121. 107. 113.5, same as the front. So what's the result of the compression test? Lowest was 107, high was 131 if I remember correctly. According to the manual, it should be no less than 90 psi. The internet says a healthy 216 at a dry test like I did is 90 to 110. I only had one that was below 110. So is it a 216 or is it a 235? We'll look into it and find out. All right, let's see what kind of mess is behind here. Oh yeah. That's why we didn't get any flow. All right, the pump was free. That was completely clogged up. So we'll take and pressure wash it, clean it out, and go from there. Before, hopefully we'll get all this crap out of here too. Oh, and the bracket for the side of the transmission's missing. That's why I kept rocking over in reverse. No, I'm not going to get all of this off, but if I can get some of this kind of cleaned up, it would be nice. Cleaned off as best I can get it. There's grease on here that's so hardened that I'm gonna have to use a hammer and chisel to get off. There's also been a debate about color. Is the engine Army gray or Chevy blue? This looks gray to me. Stands, we have the truck basically turned down to bare minimum. I don't have the springs off. I gotta get a slide hammer so we can pull all the pins. You're gonna probably need new bushings, new pins for that. The axles I'm gonna have to dig into, get all brand new seals. I'm hoping the interiors are good. Haven't even pulled any fluid out of it yet. Basically everything else is sitting in boxes, waiting their turn to get dipped into molasses to start getting rid of all the rust. The engine, I might have to play around and swap out my heads because the exhaust ports are pretty rotted out of the way and aren't flat anymore. So I either get it milled or I have a possible rebuilt engine that has a cracked block with a good head on it. I can swap out for it. I also need to steal the exhaust manifold on it because I can put my hands through that. So it's a hurry up and wait until I can come back and work on some smaller stuff. But generally, it's all apart. It only took 4 days.